Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. I speak here, I'm a member of the parliament recently, but as it so happens, I also have a research group in Munich working on aspects including stem cell research and genetics. And I've even had recently a Nature publication, so I speak from those both perspectives. On a more substantial matter, what I like to say, and I represent the Christian Democrat Party, but what I really want to stress is that one cannot fail to see that there's a recrudescence of obscurantism in this world. What we have seen recently, let's say it frankly, with the American administration, what happens in Middle East. And I really think that Europe really has a very strong role and a very strong model to show here, to be a beacon of like Bush said, a beacon of freedom for America. We shall be a beacon of freedom of research. I really think that Europe can take this this role. I have seen many people pleading for science, but for the last 20 years I've never seen any plenary for science like I've seen today from Mr. Sabin. And after I heard what he had to say, my natural instincts would have made me ask, is there anything more to say or to show? In finishing what I have to say in this discussion, science and religion, we should say clearly, and I really think there's no room for interpretation, is that science and religion address two fundamentally different needs of human beings. One is spirituality. Science cannot and will not answer all the questions that the human beings are asking themselves. So people do need spirituality, and that should be guaranteed and free, and everyone shall be able to find his spirituality where he best knows. However, science does address our need of progress. And just as science shall not interfere with what religious people or with religious thoughts, is just exactly in that way that religious people or religious pressures should not be over-exercised on science. And this comes from somebody that represents a Christian Democrat Party and that really has his own thoughts and aspects on this field. Now, we should also remember that if we look back in the history, we should also remember that when human societies took decisions based on scientific evidence or on logic, we were never wrong. When we took decisions based on evidence, on logics, we were never wrong. So therefore, I really think that again, this parliament and this for me extraordinary construction, which is the European Union, this is where we should put our stamp on humanity and progress this freedom of mind concept that we are really called upon historically to answer. If I might, can I still say one phrase? Okay, I'll just end saying that actually science policy is the simplest policy ever. Give money to people that have ideas. Scientists like Mr. Mullis or others that are present here, they will know what to do with that money. Don't tell them search. If he had been giving a theme to find PCR, I'm not sure he would have it would have accelerated the rate at which he would have found it. So give money to people that have ideas, and don't design overcomplicated financing schemes, overcomplicated requirements, administrative and so on. Treat scientists as one of the most responsible people of this society. They are not Dr. Frankenstein. Yeah, so that's all I had to say. Thanks.
Thank you. Unfortunately, we are not there, but I totally agree. And
Sorry.
I also think that one of the goal of this meeting and Congress, and particularly if we want to move to a permanent structure of defending this idea, is exactly the deconnection between religion and science, or religion and politics. And I think that exactly to preserve the freedom of spirituality, of religion, and the freedom of research and whatsoever, this deconnection, I think, is the starting point.